ground in Moorgate it was an ironically lovely day, made instant nonsense of by the horror which, with the regularity of a procession, came from the station entrance. The rescue workers toiled, working in half-hour shifts because that was all they could stand in the thin air and the thick dust. They brought up the lucky ones, and you can call them that. The stretchers were conscientiously attended by nurses and doctors with plasma. It took hours to get them out. An ambulance man said, "We're trying to do the whole thing through the hole the size of a child's blackboard." It was 6 hours before they reached the front coach. The cries of the injured were silent by then. All you heard was the rescuer's cry of "Hacksaw blade, hacksaw blade." There was no room to use anything larger. As had to be, the van with the coffins arrived, and the dead, who had had to wait to give a chance to the living, were loaded on board. The survivors told extraordinary stories. The response of the public was quite remarkable. Queues at a local blood donors centre formed immediately. They waited even when told the centre had enough blood.
To reach the front coach, and they had to cut through the roof and floors of the other two to do so. By the time the camera team was allowed down into the tunnel, there were no signs of the casualties or the two survivors who were at that stage still trapped in the front coach.
Of the third coach, the other two coaches.
Platform 9 was choked with helmeted firemen, policemen and ambulancemen. Doctors and nurses were also carrying out on-the-spot medical work on the platform. Was brought out on a stretcher. The other person, who is known to be alive but still trapped, is a young man, and there are reports that surgeons are having to operate to free him. The policewoman who'd been trapped 12 hours in the wreckage was Margaret Lyles, who's 19, and joined